This is a reading from the prologue of my book, my latest book, Your Sacred Calling. And it's the first 2 pages, or the beginning of the prologue, in a passage called Love and Life, Custodians of the Future. The topics in this book are vital for our survival as a species, as evolving humanity. Not only is the material in this book vital for our physical survival, but also for the continuance and remembrance of happiness, relationship, soulfulness, passion and connection. Even if the crisis of the 21st century turns out not to be a material physical crisis of human destruction, the crisis precipitated by the final annihilation of the authentic means to spiritual liberation will be every bit as disastrous. For if we lose the means to awakening to freedom, emotional and spiritual liberation, and self-realization, and especially if the loss is through our ignorance and abandonment, we forfeit the way to our essence, to our truth. If we sacrifice love, wisdom, peace, bliss and compassion, we will have betrayed our deepest, most essential self. The principles and the content contained here are endangered species. They may not live much longer unless we cultivate, learn and remind ourselves of our inner vision, our intuition, and how we embody truth as essence in our souls. The fabric of the future may be rent in a way that can never be mended unless we practice learning the wisdom that rekindles the fire of authentic spiritual insight. The way to the ground of being, to the field of consciousness and the illimitable freedom that is our birthright, and the only saviour for humanity, may be lost forever unless we revive, connect and expand our knowledge and ourselves all the way and beyond to a robust and real spiritual vision. In the 21st century, it is crucial that we maintain a spiritual view that is authentic, deep, and does not bow to populism or over-concern to make spirituality palatable, that retains its integrity, genuineness and mystery, that can genuinely lead us to personal freedom and spiritual liberation. Reading this book, you too become a custodian of the future and of the sacred, someone on whom sanity, love and wisdom rely for their sustenance, for their practice and for their survival. And this survival is also the survival of humanity. Surviving is not merely physical, financial, commercial or even global. It is spiritual, and arguably, if the spiritual is effectively annihilated within us, then we will be wise to ask whether we want to survive physically, tribally, energetically and desperately in a world without meaning, without real experience, authenticity, depth and caring. Would we want to live in a world no longer sacred or divine? As the poets and troubadours have eulogized for hundreds of years, I won't live in a world without love or wisdom or sacredness or the divine. Not because we choose not to, as some modern day songs express it in this age of materialism and individualism, but because we cannot. A world without love is a world without life. Love and life go together. Love and life are indistinguishable.